First off, then, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself, your PMU business, and before you're working with us?
So I've been doing permanent makeup since 2018, working on my own home, in my own clinic at home, and then I've moved into a salon. I've tried marketing companies, but I always found them to be quite scammy and asking me to. One particular company I did, and they were then saying if we put it on as an offer as £100 off, but actually it wasn't £100 off, it was just inflating my price, which that didn't really sit well with me because I don't operate that way. I like to be transparent. So that didn't go well. Other companies I'd paid for and they were promising the world and you got nothing in return, maybe 1 or 2 leads that never actually transpired into anything. And then I found you guys.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. So how did you find us? Was it through an advert or word of mouth?
I think I found you on Instagram. It's been over a year now that I've been with you, so I can't actually remember, but I just remember that I spoke with Jenny. I was sceptical, obviously, but because I knew that Jenny was a permanent makeup artist, and then obviously you done the marketing side, I felt like if it was going to be worth a shot, it would be, because she understood where I was coming from.
Yeah, and I guess, yeah, like you said, so Jenny being a permanent makeup artist herself, that kind of made us stand out.
That really made me have that bit more trust, if I'm honest, because I felt like she understood what I was saying and had faced the same struggles and then was able to help me along the way. And obviously she said she has a sales background and was able to help with that side as well. So it was kind of an all-round fit for me.
And how did you find it? So when you first started with us,
yeah,
you obviously on the old system that we used to teach and sort of the old methods where everything's done manually, you have to reply to the leads and things like that. Obviously it's slightly different now, but how did you find the process of like coming on board with us and then getting everything set up and running?
Oh, it was really easy, and you guys really did help. Any questions I had, you were there. I mean, I know I did message sometimes quite late at night and stuff, and I would get a reply. And it was all step by step. You guided me through step by step, which really helped because I didn't have a clue about half of them things. So I found it really easy onboarding with yourselves, and how you operated it worked well for me.
Yeah. The next question is, what was your favourite part of the program, training or support? But I'm guessing the support side of things, like you said,
the support was second to none because it was available to me at all times and still is, if I'm honest. I know I can drop you a message, I drop Jenny a message, and it just makes it so much more personal as well, that you've got real people that you can speak to ask or to say, oh, is this supposed to happen, or can we have a look at this? And you guys are happy to do that. And because Jenny has that PMU background, like, so when I've gone to her and said, I don't know, like, I've got this client that's saying this, blah, 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 but how right going about responding to them to then still see, she will give you the answer, or the chasing up, that side of it, because you don't want to be coming across like you're hounding people, but obviously you can't just contact them once and then never contact them again. But I find the way that she's set that up, or you've set that up, the pair of you, is really good, and it works.
Yeah, absolutely. And so since working with us then, can you give us like a bit of an example of how your bookings were looking before working with us versus, the first few months? How well did they increase?
They increased, and every month it's never actually cost me. I've always made a profit every month from even my worst months, which are always the same in PMU, like the summers are quiet or the Decembers are quiet. And my bookings, I'd say on average, probably I have an extra 12, possibly 14 a month from being part of the program.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So the results speak for themselves. So for me, it is a no-brainer to carry it on.
Yeah. Okay. And how do you feel now compared to before you were working with us? Are you more comfortable with your sort of business? Is it a little bit of a weight lifted, or?
Yeah, massively, because you're just in the dark, and the ads and stuff are an absolute minefield unless you know what you're doing, obviously, which I don't. And I feel like because that's constantly running, although you're still posting and I'm still gaining clients from other avenues, but that is consistently running in the background. And obviously, you know, Dave, I've come to you and said, oh, like the leads have slowed down. You're like, yeah, we've noticed that. Come back, let's have a look. And you've changed things round, and then they've picked back up again. But obviously, for myself, I don't have a clue about that. So I would have just been like, oh, that's not working. Okay, stop that. That's it. But you obviously have that knowledge. So then that's why you've been able to turn it back around for me again. And the leads have consistently started to flow back in again. So, and speaking to other people in the industry and even other beauty industry, other like therapists in the beauty industry, the September's always quite a quiet month, but it has been for everybody across the board. But I haven't gone to zero leads, if that makes sense. I've still, yes, they've slowed down a little bit, but they've not disappeared. So I'm still got people coming in for consultations, still booking people in, which is good.
Yeah,
that's made a massive difference for me.
And I suppose as well, even in those quiet months, those people that have come for consultations, even if potentially they haven't booked yet, that's still a potential future client, hopefully down the line.
And I do have quite a few that come back after they've done their summer, or they might have been having an operation, or whatever their circumstances are, that then they will be like, oh yes. When we drop them another message, they're like, yes, I've been meaning to get in contact with you. Can I come in? Or they might just randomly appear again. They're like, oh, hi, I'm ready now. I can book in with you. Can I come and see you? So, yeah, it's not then that they're just disappeared. Like I say, I've been with you, I think, since last September. And I actually had a consultation the other day, and the lady was from the November of last year. So she was like, oh, yeah, it didn't align then. Couldn't get the time and stuff. And then she's been in for a consultation and booked in for her brow. So, yeah, they're still coming in from last year, even though that is now a year later.
Yeah, that's great to hear as well, because we always say this to new clients, that it's about being consistent when advertising. You will see results straight away anyway, but it's always good you want to keep your ads running for as long as possible, because then, you know, you've got that huge database of potential clients that you can, like you just said then, message them, still follow them up. Follow-ups are absolutely key. Still doing it, you know, years down the line, and you will get clients from it. So that's great to hear.
That's really my biggest thing that I need to do, is be more consistent on my follow-ups with my time, that sort of thing, which isn't something I can get you guys to do for me. That's something I'm left to do on my own.
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough, isn't it? Well, the problem is
the time and being self-motivated to do that, because they're there, aren't they? They're already there. They already know you because they've contacted me. So
yeah. Exactly. And once you can get people out of the frame of mind that you're not bothering these people, if they don't want you to message them, they will just tell you. They'll say,
and they do quite a lot. They'll just say that it's not the right time for me, or I'm not interested anymore, thank you, which is fine.
Yeah.
But that was the mindset I was in before working with you guys, that if I messaged them, they didn't answer, I'd be like, oh, I'm not messaging me again.
Yeah.
But I will respond if someone messages me again and say, oh, I'm so sorry, I saw your message, but didn't have a chance to reply to you then. But I was feeling like if I message them again, I'm hassling them.
Yeah, absolutely. And then lastly, Stella, would you recommend us to other artists?
100%. I have recommended you. I know you've got a couple of girls that I've put onto you, and 1,000,000% I would recommend you. There's without a doubt. It's made a massive difference to my business, and I can't thank you guys enough.
Thank you. That's what we're in it for as well. So it's lovely to hear.
Yeah, you guys actually care. Although it's your job, obviously it's paying a wage, but you do care. If you see it, like I've had messages from you to say, Stella, I've noticed it slipped. Can we have a catch up? Let's see. Or can you get me some more footage or whatever, so that we're keeping it current? And I know I am really bad at getting the footage for you.
That's right. Do you know what? You get it eventually. So it's okay. Yeah, it's all good. And do you have any advice potentially for anyone that might decide that they want to go ahead with it?
Go for it, because you won't be disappointed. So long as if you're good at what you do, then, and you're happy to spend the time, obviously, like responding to your leads and stuff, the leads will be there for you if you commit to joining. 100%. There's not been a month that I've not had leads. There's not been a month that I've not had at least 3 bookings, and that's when I very first joined over a year ago. So I mean, I think people would be crazy not to, because it takes half that weight off of you for having to stress and worry. I don't have that now, thinking, oh my God, is that working? And then people say, oh, you need to track this. I have no idea what I'm doing. So that is not my bag. That's what you do. And the same as like you've said before, I don't do the treatments, but I know what I'm doing behind the scenes. And that, I think, for me, is my biggest thing, that you have to know what you're good at and what you're not. And no business will be successful unless you outsource what you're not good at.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'm not.
That's what we're here for.
You are, and I found you.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. Thanks so much for your time, Stella. Really appreciate it.
Never really had much luck, so it was just on word of mouth, and it was getting busier. But obviously then I went to full time, so I then needed to get more clients that way, and that's when I found you guys.
Yeah, so would you say that you were struggling with more just leads,
Yeah, to
engaging with
keep the consistent flow of new leads? Yeah.
Yeah.